All right, so I'm at the gas station. I just figure I would go ahead and make a video here while I'm waiting on my gas to pump and just talk for a few minutes about um, being successful and having a successful mindset. And I think what a lot of people fail to realize is that success is not finding a good job. Success is not landing your dream job that pays you $100,000 a year. Success for many different people, and I said in another video before, success for many different people is defined many different ways. Everybody's definition of success is totally different. But in order to accomplish success, there's a few prerequisites that must take place first, and that is that you must build strong relationships. You know, when you have great relationships, that means you have a great network of people. I was talking to my barber, and I was telling my barber, man, he's probably one of the most well-connected people there is, because he talks to a lot of different people. He has a lot of different clients, and me being one, I'm just like, dude, you should grow and advertise the network that you have, because you be able to connect people with people. I mean, it's nothing like being in a position where you are able to connect people with people they need. Oftentimes we refer people to places and things. You know, if I go see a movie and I like that movie and I talk to somebody about it, I say, oh man, yeah, go see Straight Outta Compton. Straight Outta Compton was a good movie. And they say, oh really? Wow, okay, I wasn't gonna see it, but since you said it's good, I'm gonna go check it out. Well, guess what? I just referred somebody to something. And I could say that, shucks, if I go to Towson Movie Theater all the time and I say, hey man, go to Towson Movie Theater to check it out, then I'm putting Towson Movie Theater in my network. But guess what? In my network with Towson Movie Theater, I don't get paid when somebody goes see a movie. Towson don't cut me a check. Straight Outta Compton not going to cut me a check for referring someone, you know. And that's the thing I think we don't take advantage of. Most people who refer people to places and have a network, they monopolize on that network. They take advantage of that network because they understand the value of networking. If I refer somebody to a realtor and that realtor sell them a house, guess what? I'm going to get something, some kind of referral fee, a thank you card, a gift card, something to say thank you for the business. Thank you for connecting me with someone who needed my services. If I send somebody to a dealership to buy a car and they buy a car, that dealership's going to stroke me a check and say, hey, you know, Mr. Jackson, thanks for the referral. We appreciate it. And any more you get, send them my way. That's networking. That's when you have multiple streams of income, you know, just coming in from the different networks that you have. And some people say, well, I'm not a people person. I don't like talking to people. Well, you're not going to get very far in a world filled with people without being a people's person. You're going to have to talk to people. You're going to have to want to step outside of your comfort zone or step outside of what you're used to doing in order to accomplish something you've never accomplished before. So if success is something you want, then you definitely want to build a network of people. I'm gonna just give you my experience in the car business. You know, when I first got in the car business, and you know, I was a salesperson, and for a salesperson anywhere, it's kind of slow starting out. You know, nobody gets into sales and take right off. Now, fortunate for me, my first day in the car business, I sold my first car, so I was happy, and I made a lot of money on that car, and it was a great commission. But I wasn't selling, you know, the amount of cars a month that I wanted to sell my first month. You know, I had a decent first month for first year in the car business, but it wasn't until as years went on that I realized, oh shucks, selling 10 cars is nothing when you got salespeople selling 20, 30 cars a month. So, you know, so every time you get into an industry or you start to do something, you want to learn it and then you try to perfect it. But one of the things I did just in trying to network and build success, I talked to everybody I saw. If I was at a gas station, if I was out to eat, I've always had business cards on me. I always let people know, hey, listen, if you need a car, you know, come see me. And I took it a step further. I said, listen, I'm the get it done guy. I don't care what the credit's like. I don't care what your income is like. If you need a car, I'm going to get you in it. That was my reputation that I built. So I let people know that I was the car guy. So if they needed a car, they thought me. They thought about me. If your real estate agent comes to you and brands themselves and tells you, hey, I'm the person, if somebody need to get a house, have them call me. That was me. I said, if somebody need to get a car, call me. If you need a car, call me. I'm going to make it happen for you. I don't care what you're looking for. If you need a special order car, whatever you need, I'm going to make it happen for you. And that's the way I marketed myself. And my friend, that's called network marketing. For years, I looked at network marketing and I said, you know what? I don't want to be harassing friends and family and all, it's a pyramid scheme and all that stuff. But I had to realize it's not a pyramid scheme. Nobody could have a job if there wasn't a sales force in place. And direct sales has always been the #1 way of sales since the beginning of time. Direct sales is simply walking up to somebody and say, hey, do you want this? When you're in a mall, you're walking the mall and you get those people who harass you, like, hey, come here, let me see your hands. Oh, we got these minerals from the Dead Sea, this is that and other. And these people, they're doing direct sales. They're approaching you while you're walking through the mall. You're not thinking about stopping at their kiosk. But they're approaching you. And guess what? Even though I may be one of the people that get annoyed or try to go around and make sure they don't stop me, but guess what? They stop so many people because they talk to so many people. In sales, you're going to get no's. Everybody's not going to buy your product. But guess what? They get enough yeses that they can stay in the mall. They're in the mall month after month after month, and the kiosk, the rent a kiosk in the mall is not cheap. So that means that they're at least making their money every month in order for them to stay in business. Direct sales is the way of life when it comes to marketing, when it comes to sales. I don't care if you work at Department of Motor Vehicle, you say, oh, I got a state job, I'm doing good, blah, blah, blah. Well, guess what? If the state could no longer make money, they could no longer afford to pay you. If they could no longer sell driver's license, if a law was passed and they said we got to give away driver's license, we got to cut back on the amount of taxing we do when we taxing people in the state of Maryland. Some jobs would have to get cut because now it's not enough sales coming in to produce the money that they need to pay out to pay for a job position. So I want you to think about that. Think about the world and how the world works. Somebody might say, you know what? I wouldn't mind working $15 an hour. I work at a gas station. Well, guess what? If some people decided to boycott that gas station no longer makes money, which means it can no longer afford to pay you. If you ever wonder why layoffs are so high, it's because sales go down. When sales go down, layoffs take place. So if you really want job security, if you really want success, and you really want to make sure that you have control over your finances, you got to make sure you understand how the world works, how the world operates. The world operates off of buying, selling, and trading. If nobody buys, then nobody's selling. If nobody's selling, then nobody's making money. This world is full of buyers and sellers. And sometimes you got to sit back and ask yourself the question, which one are you? Are you buying something or are you selling something? Because if you're selling something, you're making money. But if you're buying something, you're spending your money. You're slowly going broke. So you got to stop and really ask yourself. Stop thinking about what you've heard over the years. Stop thinking about what you've been told over the years. Start looking at things for yourself in the sense of reality to suggest that, hey, what is it that I need to do to gain the success I need to gain? What is it that I need to accomplish? How do I need to approach this thing? Start reevaluating yourself. I told a young lady, I said, what's your dream? What do you really want to do in life? She said, well, I want to be an event planner. I said, okay, cool. That's great. There's nothing wrong with that. I encourage people to start your own business. That's what I do. I do business consulting. I consult different businesses. I talk to different business owners every day. And I'm helping them achieve their goal. And the young lady said to me, she said, I want to be an event planner. I said, well, let me tell you something. If you don't get out there and let people know that you're an event planner, people are not going to connect you with event planning. It's all going back to marketing. I have friends who say, you know what, I got my personal trainer certification. I'm going to be a personal trainer. And I'm like, okay, that's great. That's excellent. You're going to get clients. but only if they know what you do. If people don't know what you do, they're not going to connect you with what you do. So you got to market yourself. You got to advertise yourself, and the best way to do that is direct selling, direct marketing. And the best person to market is yourself. You market you. You say, hey, this is who I am, and this is what I do. If anybody ever get my business card, I give my business card. It's my picture on there. It talks about me. It doesn't connect me with any company. It talks about me. And it says on there, I help people achieve their goals. I market me. When I talk to people, I want to let them know what I do. So if they ever need me, they call me. And that's the thing. You got to make sure that whatever you do in life, it could be whatever. I'm not trying to sell anybody on anything, but I'm just trying to help some people understand that if you're going to do something in life, think about the fact that the ways to make money is selling and trading. If you're not selling or trading something, then you're buying something, which means that people are getting rich off of you instead of you getting rich off of people. So you got to figure out what seat you want to be in, what position you want to be in. What side of this thing do you want to be on? Because if you really want to make money, you need to consider what you're doing and how you're doing it. I decided a long time ago to be in the sales seat. I want to be selling. Tired of buying. I want to be selling. So every day I'm helping people who said, you know what, I'm making the decision to want to sell. Because that's what's going to help me control my income. Being in a position where I can sell and make money. And that's what you can do too, my friend.